Capitalism and Human Nature, Debunking the Myth of Inevitability. Hello and welcome to The Crux. Today's video explores the question, is capitalism really human nature? This is a topic that has been debated for centuries and has major implications for how we structure our economies and societies. In this video, we will explore the history of capitalism, its relationship with human nature, the benefits and drawbacks of capitalism, and potential alternatives and solutions. So, let's dive in. The question of whether capitalism is really human nature has been a topic of debate among scholars and thinkers for centuries. Some argue that capitalism is a natural expression of human behavior, while others see it as a socially constructed system that can be changed. We will explore this question in depth, examining the history of capitalism, the relationship between capitalism and human nature, the benefits and drawbacks of capitalism, alternatives to capitalism, the role of government in capitalism, and potential solutions to the problems inherent in the capitalist system. The history of capitalism is complex and multifaceted. While capitalism as an economic system can be traced back to ancient times, it was not until the 16th century that it began to take its modern form. This was largely due to the rise of mercantilism, which emphasized the accumulation of wealth through trade and colonial expansion. Adam Smith's seminal work, The Wealth of Nations, published in 1776, helped to shape modern capitalism by promoting free markets and individualism. Smith argued that capitalism was the most efficient and productive economic system because it harnessed human self-interest for the greater good. However, other philosophers have challenged Smith's view of human nature and the benefits of capitalism. Karl Marx, for example, saw capitalism as a system that exploited workers and perpetuated inequality. Marx argued that capitalism was a historically specific system that could be replaced by socialism, which would create a more equal and just society. Marx's critiques of capitalism have been influential in shaping socialist and communist thought and have led to the development of a number of socialist movements throughout history. More recently, economists like Thomas Piketty have raised concerns about the effects of capitalism on income inequality, arguing that without government intervention, capitalism can lead to a concentration of wealth in the hands of a few. Piketty's book Capital in the 21st Century has sparked renewed interest in the issue of income inequality and has led to calls for increased government intervention in the economy to address this problem. Psychologists and sociologists have also contributed to the debate on the relationship between capitalism and human behavior. Some studies suggest that capitalism can lead to increased levels of individualism and selfishness, while others argue that capitalism can foster creativity and innovation. For example, economist Joseph Schumpeter argued that capitalism thrives on innovation and creative destruction, leading to increased productivity and economic growth. However, the benefits of capitalism come at a cost. One of the main drawbacks of capitalism is its tendency to create and perpetuate inequality. As wealth concentrates in the hands of a few, the vast majority of people are left with few resources and little power. This can lead to social unrest, political instability, and a host of other problems. Additionally, capitalism's focus on profit often comes at the expense of environmental sustainability and can lead to the exploitation of natural resources. Given these drawbacks, it is not surprising that alternative economic systems have been proposed throughout history. Socialism is a system in which the means of production are owned and controlled by the state or by workers themselves. Supporters of socialism argue that it can lead to a more equal distribution of wealth and resources. However, critics argue that socialism can lead to inefficiency and a lack of innovation, as it removes the profit motive that drives innovation and productivity under capitalism. Another alternative to capitalism is participatory economics, which is a system in which decisions about the allocation of resources are made through a participatory democratic process. This system seeks to create a more equal and democratic economy by giving workers more control over their workplaces. However, critics argue that this system is not scalable and may lead to inefficiencies and bureaucracy. In terms of government intervention in capitalism, there are a variety of approaches that have been proposed. Some argue for a laissez-faire approach, in which the government plays a minimal role in the economy, allowing market forces to determine economic outcomes. Others argue for increased government intervention in the economy, through measures such as regulation, taxation, and redistribution of wealth. The debate over the appropriate level of government intervention in capitalism is ongoing and complex. One potential solution to the problems inherent in capitalism is to adopt a mixed economy, which combines elements of capitalism and socialism. In a mixed economy, The government plays a role in regulating the market and providing social services, while also allowing for private ownership and profit-making. This approach seeks to balance the benefits of capitalism with the need for social welfare and economic stability. The question of whether capitalism is really human nature is complex. While capitalism has been successful in generating economic growth and innovation, it has also created and perpetuated inequality, environmental degradation, and social unrest. Alternatives to capitalism have been proposed throughout history, but each has its own drawbacks and limitations. Ultimately, the key to a successful economic system lies in finding a balance between the benefits of capitalism and the need for social welfare and economic stability. That's it for today's video on whether capitalism is really human nature. We hope you found this discussion informative and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And as always, thank you for tuning into The Crux.